Hello there, welcome to the news channel for Minecraft news purposes. The goal of this YouTube channel is to present the news in a way that is both truthful and informative, but also isn't a complete slog fest to listen to. Because my generation, we have very low attention spans, as I'm sure your Facebook memes will tell you. Now, of course, without further ado, let's get into it. So this is a world that was the original. However, the recording software I was using apparently had only like a 10-minute maximum. So I'm gonna also name this one the same thing because I'm completely uncreative. Anyways, we're gonna go with large biomes on this world, just simply because I want to, and it's my world. I can do what I want. You make your own series, and you make your own series, make your own worlds, and oh wow, okay, that was a terrible idea. Okay, well, anyways, so as I'm digging myself out of the frickin' gulag, this is a perfect time for me to explain what the goal of this channel is, essentially. So basically, news is important. It's incredibly important in the democratic system. You can't really vote on issues or even really participate in issues if you don't know what's going on. And especially too, with certain issues getting more coverage, it can create a gap in your knowledge and what you feel is important. And I don't really like that. I think there are things that are important that aren't talked about, and because I'm in the exact demographic that is easy to radicalize, so why don't I do the radical? I'm kidding, I'm not radicalizing anybody. This is going to be, I'm going to attempt to be as objective as possible and leave I will mark when there's a personal opinion, and I will, with that said, I will do my best to avoid them as much as possible. With that being said, I am human and will make mistakes. So if you notice a mistake, let me know in the comments so that I can fix it. Do your own kind of journalism of my video. Is this not powdered snow? Okay, well, clearly, because I'm walking on it. Really putting that undergrad to work, aren't we? Anyways, now that I can actually get wood, I'm gonna get that iron I saw over there. I actually have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. It, quite frankly, like a bucket would be nice, I guess. Aside from that, really, though, not like a whole lot. Yeah. Also, I am going to avoid using the crafting book for as long as I can. I will cave and use it eventually, but this is also related to the fact that I have never played Java before. Like, I've played Minecraft, but I haven't played Java. I'm a bedrock junkie, if you will. So I think it would add to the experience if I play it this way. Now, of course, usually when you start, you're typically not on 3 hearts on the first day, but I've seen worse challenges. I'm not going to name any of them because that requires me to actually think of one, but I'm sure you've got your own that you can fill in there. Maybe I shouldn't go into the dark cave. Maybe That's not a good idea. So now that there's that, I'll make a stone pickaxe. A real tool. There we go. Now this is some speed. Haste 2 beacon? Nah, you don't need it. You just need a good old stone pickaxe and some elbow grease. I say as I'm playing quite literally a block game made for children, but you know, I'm the child this was made for, so of course, and I bet you are too if you're watching this. By the way, how every episode's gonna work is it's gonna go through about, well, no, I won't say that. The episodes will go until, like, the episode will end when my script ends. It should be about 1 day-night cycle. Like, it might go a little longer or shorter than that, but it'll be about within that range. There won't be, as you've noticed, there aren't any stories for this episode because it's the introduction, and I think it'll be a nice little way for us to get on our feet, as well as let me figure out what the heck I'm doing. I do know what the next episode's going to be on. I have actually planned it out. Crazy. However, the next episode is going to be on, well, originally it was going to be on the Alberta teacher strike, which is an interesting event. Like, it's interesting, and I, like, you know, would like to talk about it. However, by the time I actually get a script written up for it, a lot of the stuff is probably going to be outdated. Oh, that's more powdered snow. Maybe I can do that. I'll be a genius. Dig my way through my problems. But yeah, so originally it was going to be on the teacher strike. However, just due to how long it's going to take to make a script, along with just how much there is to cover, I think it would be more productive if instead of that, if we just go over the Alberta Legislature's Bill 2, which is for those of you who are unaware, the Back to School Act. It is the piece of legislation that has forcibly ended the strike, and quite literally, as you will see in the next episode, it is forceful. Like, there are legitimate, like, legal punishments if you don't. But, like, I'll save that for next episode. But of course, yeah, it is the legal document that, or I think it's a legal document anyway. I'm not a lawyer. Don't take legal advice from me. I'm not a lawyer. That's not what I'm going to school for. However, it is essentially it's a piece of legislation that's it ended the strike, essentially, for now that I can stumble past my words. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have put large biomes on, now that I'm going to be living in an iceberg. Oh, we can make do. Is that a... No way. No way. Well, this is a hell of a spawn. Especially if that's what I think it is, which it sounds like it's a skeleton spawner. Interesting. I don't even think I'm going to touch that emerald. I think I'll just leave it there. I'll probably set up shop in this cave. That way I can actually get something set up before nighttime, because at this rate I'm not going to get anything set up by that time. However, shouldn't be too hard. I just have to block off that wall, which works perfectly, because then that gives me plenty of time to waddle around and explore a little. Maybe check out the skeleton spawner, which I actually don't really want to check out right now because I'm going to die, but might be pretty neat. What I do need though is a lot more wood, and like I could use stone and probably fit the I don't know if that's a spider or if that's a creeper, but it sounded like one of those. Or, okay, never mind. That's a sound snow makes? Interesting. Okay. I'm not gonna judge, I guess. The snow can make that sound if it wants, and the sun is setting. I keep forgetting that I can't shift click in this to get things automatically into the yeah. Ooh, a bunny rabbit. It's a bunny rabbit. If I use this stripe pattern, then I can at the very least block off the 2-block high mobs from entering. But I'll have enough blocks, so that'll be good. And I'll just collect this coal here before that. Yeah, and pretty much the whole series, it'll be basically the format is going to be it's either going to go through some kind of news story or like, you know, a summary of different news events that are happening if there's nothing huge going on. As well as, you know, as the next episode will be an explanation of something, or like, you know, just because part of this is going to be helping to. My job is to help people understand the world, and you know, if you don't understand the laws that make up that world, well then I'm not really doing my job, am I? So we're going to go through that for some of the episodes, and once again, I will keep it objective. I will figure out what it's saying to the best of my knowledge. Once again, I'm not a lawyer. I don't have a degree in this, but if you like want to correct me on something, absolutely, please, yes, like do it, like just do it quickly, like don't even wait, just tell me I'm wrong, like make me fix it. I would like to fix it. Another thing I'd like to fix is my food situation, which, as I've been hopping around, probably isn't helping, but you know, it'll be fine. Especially now that there is a closed off area that we can call home. It's pretty much all you need. Like, you don't even really need fancy base or anything. You just need a you literally just need like a hole in the ground. You can make a 2x2 hole. Like, you can make, like, as long as you can fit in it, you're fine. Like, realistically, I could walk away from the computer. It could be just a silent video from now on. I'm not gonna do that, but you know, I could. Like, there's nothing really, even though I'm beside a skeleton spawner, like, there's really nothing putting me in danger. I guess I could starve to death, but really, like, stepping away would actually probably help with that, because if you don't move, you don't starve to death, or at least you don't do it as fast. Actually, I think there was a game theory video saying that you, like, legitimately will not lose any hunger points. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I watched that video, but course, it's been a while since that video was released in general, but you know, what the heck? Maybe I should give it a rewatch. I'll visit that video again. Yeah, I think I'll visit that video again. I think that's a good idea. Thank you, imaginary person who I'm yapping with. Okay, now that I collected some coal and some stone, I think I'm gonna do what everybody should always do. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna collect some more stone because everybody should have a wall of furnaces. Like, if you don't have a wall of furnaces, what are you doing? Especially because this is a closed off cave. What better action could there be than having a bunch of smoke producing devices? I think that's a pretty sound idea. If you don't, then you know, you don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, just gonna do that. There we go. Now pop those down there. And I'll make myself a chest. I can't make myself a chest because I don't have enough materials. Okay. Well, actually, I probably do. Hold on a minute. Could just go here. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice atmosphere. Who said that the nighttime of Minecraft was scary? Whoever said that? I don't think water's supposed to be liquid here, but I'm not complaining. I have 3 iron. I can use that to farm. Should actually smelt my 3 iron. Let's see. Throw down that. Make a chest. Beautiful. Now, I'll just throw all that in there. I'll hold this just in case. Just in case some ops try to threaten me, of course. I bet, you know, this neighborhood isn't really the greatest. You know, Arctic wasteland. There's like essentially quicksand every 5 meters. Yeah, it's actually great, like great price, like, you know, only $4 million for this plot of real estate. Yeah, that's not accurate. I didn't factor in the tax. Now this is a terrible idea, as I am on low health and don't have any food. Oh shoot. Well, there is that. Of course, I'm back to full health again. I guess we'll see how. Oh, well, that's not good. Could be quite the upset. Luckily for all you guys, I'm a professional at this. Oh. Or not. I don't know where I ended up. Also, I'm not playing with coordinates on, so... Which, you know, playing with coordinates actually could help, like, severely. But, once again, I'm a thug. I don't need those. I'm gonna look back on this in, like, 20 years and cringe so hard. It's gonna be great. Can have the exact same reaction that I bet none of you are having. Y'all are enjoying this, I bet. But yeah, anyways, that's this video. Of course, I'll probably try to find my stuff first. I would like to, there is that. Well, that's a bit of an upset, once again. I do have some dirt now, though. Oh. That guy doesn't look happy. See what I'm talking about? The neighborhood is crazy. Oh. I can actually run. Run, as fast as I can. You can't catch me. You're stuck. Yeah, freeze to death. Freeze to death, you little vermin. That's not very nice. I guess it's hard life for a zombie, actually, you know. Especially here. Oh, there's not Arctic. However, that's not where I set up my base. Ooh, hi there. I think these things can ram me off mountains, but I don't know if I have to provoke them or if they kind of just do. Is this what I think it is? Light? Where the hell is the light source coming from? That's not what I think it is it? It is! Well, I do like that. Now, while I have sprint, I'm just gonna go quickly run down here, grab everything I need, and we can conquer this cave another day. I think I'm not gonna move. I think if I stay here, it'll be just dandy. It'll be quite alright, if I do say so myself. And once I close this off, then, you know, that'll be that. Well, so, let's look at our episode 1 progress. We have an emerald ore block. We have a chest. We have the furnace wall. We have the crafting table. And mysterious cobblestone wall that makes bone noises. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Pretty good place to end the video, if I do say so myself. Well, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video, where we will talk about the Back to School Act. And of course, this is my first, I've recorded videos before, but, you know, this is the first I'm actually, recording, a series. So, if you have any suggestions, leave them down below in the comments. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I'm doing right. You know what? Just keep it clean, keep it PG down there, and we'll be just dandy. And with that, I will sign off. Goodbye.